What's going on here? Here to tell us, conservative commentator Dinesh D'Souza, who's the executive producer of the brand new film. I have 5 different friends who went out to see it tonight, Infidel. We'll get to that in a moment. Dinesh, how did opposing the exploitation of children become a far-right position?
Because Hollywood has now come to specialize in 2 things. One is sexual depravity, and the other is ideological propaganda. So with the sexual depravity, something that began really a generation ago, they keep upping the ante, pushing the envelope. And this has just reached a level of disgusting so many Americans. And by the way, giving a horrible image of America abroad. Many people abroad come to think of Americans as sexual perverts when they see young children behaving in such lewd and suggestive ways. They mistake, in a sense, American culture for American behavior. Now, to the ideological propaganda, we see this too. The Hollywood villain is typically a businessman, or it's a pastor who turns out to be a secret hypocrite and a racist. So they've run out of plots, they've run out of ideas, and if they didn't have sort of the gimmicks of modern technology, the Hollywood industry would collapse completely.
You know, Dinesh, it's so interesting that your film Infidel is out tonight. Of course, Islamic radicalism and so forth. I want to give everyone a quick sneak peek of it, and then I'll ask the question on the other side. Watch.
This caused an international incident.
I can't give up on it.
This Friday, one man, one mission, one movie event that can't be missed. Infidel.
Dinesh, it looks amazing, and it highlights the persecution of Christians in Iran. How much of this is fiction, and where are the Muslims speaking out in the United States against the kind of pornography that is rampant on the internet and approaching it in this film?
Well, the official Muslim groups in this country, like CARE and so on, are in bed with the radical left, and they're not going to speak out against cuties or anything else. Well, I've been making documentaries, films, as most people know. I've got a new one, Trump Card, coming out next month. But I've been eager, and so my wife Debbie and I came up with the idea of doing a feature film, not a niche film for the Christian market or the conservative market, but a mainstream political thriller full of action that would confront issues that Hollywood would never touch. So Hollywood is really scared of radical Islam. If they ever feature a terrorist, it's typically some Russian or Eastern European. It's La La Land. It's not even the real world. So we have a film, Infidel, that is based on true events. It's based on a series of Americans who have been entrapped in radical Islam, captured, imprisoned in Iran. And we tell the story, which begins in Washington, D.C. It takes you to Lebanon, and it takes you to Cairo, and then on to Iran, starring Jim Caviezel, who made The Passion of the Christ. It's very exciting. It's fun to watch. It's really a great movie.
And Dinesh, again, we always hear that we're going to have this alliance between Christian conservatives and conservative Muslims. And they're going to work together on all these big social issues. But in a film like Cuties, where it's kind of, in the beginning at least, it looks like it's ridiculing this Muslim family, still, you don't hear anything from the Muslims. Nothing that I've seen.
Our real allies, I think we figured out, are not we're not going to find these Muslim advocates speaking up on this stuff. One of the interesting sidelights of the film is it focuses on the underground Christian movement in Iran. Now, this is something that is very rarely reported on, certainly never covered in a Hollywood movie, but It's a powerful force in Iran. The director of this film, Infidel, Cyrus Naraste, is a young Iranian American and a convert to Christianity, and he brought that element to the script, and I think it gives the movie a whole new depth and dimension.
Dinesh, I cannot wait to see the film. If I could have seen it tonight, I would have. Congratulations on all your success. Everyone has got to go out and see Infidel. Thanks so much.